So the coach was like, "Oh, we think you can do it," and I did a pretty good job at it.
You said that you were playing at 240 at D tackle.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, playing
And
against
you're
Power Five schools at 240 D tackle. Yeah.
So Devo Bridges of Fresno State, preparing for the NFL, getting ready for pro day, and pursuing his dream. Take me through those early days at Carter High School and even before high school. When did that love for football just flourish inside of you?
So I started playing football at 10 years old. It was this coach that lived in my apartment complex. Always wanted me to play football, so I was like 5 years old. But my dad, he played college football, so he didn't really want me to play so early. Didn't really want me to rush into it. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to like discover it on my own. So he didn't really push me into it. So when I was ready, he let me decide. And all my friends were playing in the neighborhood, so all my friends be at practice, and I be in the neighborhood by myself. So that's basically got me to start playing to be with my friends and stuff. And then been playing every year since I was 10 years old.
You just weren't playing since you were 10 years old, just playing edge rusher or on the defensive line, but you were playing multiple positions. What positions on the football field were you playing?
When I was young, I played everything. I played quarterback, receiver, running back. Uh, I played safety, linebacker. I played everything. In high school, I just played receiver and linebacker and safety. But yeah, I played everything.
Yeah, and receiver was kind of your go-to positions on the offensive side of the ball, and it was primarily receiver and safety that you played in high school, correct?
Yeah.
And when you were getting recruited out of California, what positions in particular were you recruited at? Was it those two positions?
No, I was linebacker. So I was playing safety, but every school offered me a linebacker.
Was that kind of like a tough decision for you? Like, do you have a love for receiver, but then you were like, nah, maybe even though I love playing this position more, I know that my future is better set in playing linebacker.
Yeah, actually, my sophomore year of high school, I would have said I was gonna be a receiver on the next level, but I didn't have the production I wanted out of high school, so I had to make in my I had a pretty good decent sophomore season, and then, the next year, my head coach, I switched schools, so I had a whole new head coach and whole new coaching staff, so I thought it'd be best for me to play more defense this year so I can get recruited and get to the next level, so do everything I can to get to the next level, so that's why I started playing a lot more defense in my junior year.
Oh yeah, no, you were definitely a good receiver too. I saw some footage of you playing at some camps and mossing some people. So, who knows? Maybe in the future, an NFL team might see that ability, might dig up some old school footage and see, hey, we can utilize this guy in offense. So you never know. But you're a little bit bigger now, 6'2", 255. So you're playing on that defensive line, and you definitely got a lot of offers from some schools that were interested in you. What schools were interested in recruiting you at the defensive line position?
Well, they never officially offered me. The first school to tell me to bring up the idea of me playing D line was Utah. They never officially offered me though, but this the action was recruiting me like, yeah, like you get here, like you might put your hand in there when you get here. And I was like, oh, I don't really mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to play football. So I definitely heard it while I was in high school, but I never thought I would. But I had no problem with it though.
And then what made you settle in with Fresno State?
So that was first school to offer me at the time, and Coach Teffer's resume and how good the team was the year I was getting recruited, 2018. They had a historic season with 12-2. Was nationally ranked. Won the Mountain West Championship and won their bowl game. So I was definitely a lot of deciding factors.
Yeah, I mean the defense at Fresno State's known for producing some NFL talent. Deron Bland is someone that's came out of Fresno State and has had some pretty good years as of late. Uh, you being so versatile, was that something that Fresno State saw, and did they use that to their advantage?
Oh yeah, I was getting recruited. Yeah, they definitely saw a guy who could play inside or outside backer. Uh, I mean, yeah, so that's why they moved me to outside backer or on the line on the edge. So because how versatile I was, 'cause I initially was an inside backer, but then moved to the edge.
It wasn't just linebacker, it wasn't just edge that you were playing, but there were a couple seasons as well. You were going back and forth between playing edge, playing inside, playing D tackle. Where did D tackle come from? Because I mean, when you think of linebackers and edge, you're thinking of like, okay, those kind of go hand in hand, depending on maybe if it's like a 4-3, 3-4. But D tackle, I mean, you got to pack on some weight for that.
Actually, I didn't pack out anyway. I was playing D tackle like 240. It's just my how tough I was. I was a tough player, had a lot of grit. So the coach was like, "Oh, we think you can do it." And I did a pretty good job at it. Had my first I say that was my breakout season. I played majority of my snaps at D tackle. So I was the guy to do anything to help this team win. And me playing D tackle helped us win championship in the bowl game. So I'll do it all over again. I would.
You said that you were playing at 240 at D tackle?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, playing
And
these
you're
Power Five schools at 240 D tackle. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. That is crazy to think of, and, but eventually, what was it that you just decided to settle on or the coaching staff decided, "Hey, you are primarily just on the edge, no more D tackle," or did the whole switching back and forth continue to happen?
It eventually stopped this past season, but the year after I still played back and forth. I was on rundowns, I would play the edge, but then passing downs, I moved to inside. And I was the guy who knew the whole defensive line. I was the guy who started every position on the defensive line, so I can, go back and forth. So 2023, I would do a lot of back and forth. 2024, I didn't do really any back and forth.
As successful of a playing career as you've had on the football field, off the field, at Fresno State, you're a smart dude, and you definitely you've already covered the bachelor's side. Am I correct in kinesiology?
Yeah, I got my bachelor's degree. I was working on my master's. I have one more semester left, but I decided to take a gap year to focus on the draft this year. So I'm gonna go back next year, but I only have one more semester until I get my master's.
And you're committed to that. You're committed. Like you're coming back regardless.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm going to get that degree. Yeah, I got to. Only one semester, so be a dummy not to.
Might as well knock it out. I love that. Yeah, getting your master's now, and then also being named all academic team in 2020 and 2022 for All Mountain West. But now you are getting ready for pursuing that lifelong dream of, since you were 10 years old, of playing in the NFL. When is pro day?
My pro day is next week, March 13th, Thursday, March 13th.
Oh, it's coming up pretty soon. So uh, there's going to be a lot of scouts watching you and watching you perform in all these different events. Which event would you say is like your strongest suit?
Probably my 40. I think I'm surprised a lot of people with my 40-yard dash. I think they might think I might run like a 4.8, but I'm definitely faster than that. So I'm excited to show people that I am faster than what they might think.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, having that speed, but then also being, I guess, quote unquote, smaller when you talk about defensive tackle, at least, and playing against Power Five schools, that's a good combination to have of strength and speed. So yeah, your pro day's coming up. A lot of NFL scouts going to be looking forward to meeting with you. Has there been any sort of buzz as of late? I know that right now in this draft process, there's a lot of prospects that might have individual meetings. I know that's more so towards the combine, but have you heard anything? Do any NFL teams show interest right now? Have you had any phone calls?
Yeah, a few Seahawks, Colts, and Cowboys, but nothing too serious. It's a quick phone call, things like that.
Playing in any sort of system that you say that you can play in, is there anyone in the NFL that you look up to or model your game after that has the same abilities and traits as you?
I used to like Shaq Barrett because he was a Mountain West guy and sack leader at one point. So that's a person I did like to look up to, and an undrafted guy too, I believe. So that was something I did like to who film I did like to watch.
Awesome, awesome. And then when you talk about specific teams in general, uh, is there a defensive coordinator or a scheme that you see an NFL team have that you're like, hey, I would be a pretty good asset with this team?
Honestly, don't care where I go to be honest, but I do like the Cincinnati Bengals because my defensive coordinator did have a stint there, and he does model our defense after there. So I think because it'd be like an easy adjustment if you learn the playbook because there's a play system I ran in college. But that's about it for that reason because I know the system already, but nobody specifically.
What's crazy is I've been doing these draft interviews, and you are not the first defensive lineman to say that the Cincinnati Bengals is probably the defense that they look up to the most or they would love to play in. So something about the Bengals defense, uh, I don't know, it attracts a lot of defensive linemen. But it's great getting to know you as you prepare for your NFL journey. I guess just to wrap it up, give me one simple statement or a paragraph, however it is, however long you want it to be. Why do you believe that Devo Bridges should be a starting edge rusher in the NFL?
Hmm. Devo Bridges is a team first guy. A guy do anything to help his team win. He's a versatile guy. He's a guy you can plug in into any spot. He's going to produce. He's a high IQ guy, football IQ guy. So that's something that helped me get on to the playing field. Was how smart I was as a football player. So I think I'm a smart football player. I think I'm have a lot of instincts, and I'm very smart. So I think that's something that will help me get into that role.
Absolutely. Well, Devo, I appreciate the time. You've got a great head on your shoulders, and no doubt about it, I'm looking forward to seeing you playing on Sundays.
I appreciate you. Thank you for your time.